Whether in China or Hollywood, the truth remains the same. Overnight, you can become a star. But you can also be forgotten just as fast. And when that happens, getting back to the top feels almost impossible. But almost is not the same as impossible. In today's video, we're talking about actors and actresses who faced cancellations and were forced to step away from the screen. First actress, the beloved star of Love and Redemption. Yuan Bing, also known as Crystal Yuan. Known for her unforgettable performance in Love and Redemption, this actress was already loved by many drama fans. Raised by her grandparents, she began her career early after her mother enrolled her in dance classes. And that's when her talent began to shine. Discovered by a teacher, she spent over 10 years traveling the world with a dance group before entering the Shanghai Theatre Academy, where she stood out and won awards. Her first TV role came in 2012, but it wasn't until 2020 that she reached the height of fame with her lead role in Love and Redemption. Many fans discovered her through that drama, but others, like the creator of this channel, fell in love with her in My Sassy Princess. But just when everything seemed perfect, came the bombshell. One of her companies was fined due to tax issues. She took a different route from most, took responsibility, cooperated with the investigation, and released an official statement. Still, in 2023, it was confirmed that there were tax payment irregularities, and the fine was heavy, nearly $3 million. Even though she was transparent and cooperative, the situation led to a wave of cancellations. Her social media accounts were deactivated. 3 out of 4 dramas she was set to star in for 2024 were shelved, and the 4th is being refilmed with a different actress. However, there's a glimmer of hope. Her social media was reactivated at the end of 2024, which may signal a potential return to the screen. Could it be? Zhang Zhehan. This actress began her career as a child, debuting in a drama back in 2005. She gained recognition in the fantasy drama Prelude of the Lotus Lantern. After a brief break, she came back strong, starring in films and dramas like To Fly With You and Legally Romance. At the peak of her popularity, everything collapsed in August 2023, when a former employee formally accused her of tax evasion and possible fraud, totaling a shocking $45 million. The accusation gained traction because it was made using the person's real name, something rare. And, even stranger, neither the actress nor her studio responded. The silence was deafening. She vanished from social media, fueling speculation of guilt. The impact was massive. 11 dramas she was set to star in were canceled or shelved, and to this day, there's no official statement on the outcome. The investigation is still ongoing. But in early April, her dramas were added back to the broadcast schedule. And just yesterday, on April 12th, The Demon Hunter's Romance premiered. The network has also released trailers and posters for The Prisoner of Beauty, suggesting its release is near and marking her return to the screen. Zhang Zhehan, the actor who went from top to rock bottom in just days, but is now bravely trying to make a comeback. Leave a like and subscribe, because this video is full of twists and turns. His TV debut was as a lead in the drama Why Love You, but it took a while for success to come. He played many minor roles before finally gaining attention in Legend of Ban Shu, 2015. 3 years later came Legend of Yun Shi, where many of you probably discovered him. His chemistry with the lead actress was so good that the couple reunited in the Blooms at Ruyi Pavilion, another huge hit. But it was word of honor that took Zhang Zhehan to the top. The drama became a phenomenon and made him one of the most popular actors in China. He was even awarded as the most watched actor of the year. Then came the crash. In August 2021, old photos began to circulate. Allegedly taken in 2018, they showed him at a Japanese shrine, a controversial place in China due to its associations with wartime history. Though Zhang was there for personal reasons, attending a wedding, and had no political intentions, the backlash was brutal. Within hours, He lost over 27 brand deals, was removed from dramas, had his social media wiped, and saw his career collapse. It didn't stop there. He received threats, funeral wreaths were sent to his home, and he endured intense psychological distress. Zhang publicly apologized and opened an investigation, stating that the information had been distorted. Still, the cancellation was one of the harshest the Chinese industry had ever seen, even harsher than for those involved in financial scandals. Despite all this, Zhang Zhehan didn't disappear completely. He stepped back for a while but returned with music projects and slowly began to regain support from some fans. It's still a long, rocky road, but he's pushing forward, proving that resilience can open new doors. Deng Lun. Do you remember him from Ashes of Love? Deng Lun was once one of the most popular actors in China. And then he just vanished. What happened? He began his career in 2013. He shined in dramas like Promise of Migratory Birds, Because of You, Sweet Dreams, with Dilraba, Princess Agents, and of course Ashes of Love, which brought him international fame. 2018 was his peak. Ashes of Love became a phenomenon, and Deng Lun became one of China's most valuable stars. In 2020, he found even more success with the Yin Yang Master, Dream of Eternity, and even won international awards. Everything pointed to an even brighter future. But in 2022, everything changed. Deng Lun was fined an astonishing 106 million yuan for tax evasion. Investigations revealed that he had already been warned by authorities but ignored the alerts. After the scandal, his social media accounts were deleted, contracts were canceled, and he was banned from the industry. Even his name was removed from past projects, and upcoming productions were shut down. From national star to persona non grata. Deng Lun's story is a powerful reminder of how quickly fame can rise and fall even faster. And you? Do you think he deserves a second chance? Zheng Shuang, it's been 9 years since Love 020 premiered, but have you ever wondered what happened to the lead actress? Why did she completely disappear from the spotlight? What caused the sudden end of a seemingly promising career? At 5, she was already appearing on TV. By 16, she became the youngest student ever admitted to the Beijing Film Academy. Soon after, she gained fame for her role in Meteor Shower, earning a nomination for Best Actress at the prestigious China Awards. It seemed like the beginning of a brilliant career, or so it seemed. It was only in 2014, with the hit Swords of Legends, where she played a lovable fox spirit, that her career soared again. She charmed the public, won awards, and began taking on more challenging roles. In 2018, she announced her relationship with a well-known producer, and the two got married in the US. Her peak came in 2016 with Love 020, a national hit that also launched her into international stardom. At the height of her career, the couple opted for surrogacy abroad, since it's illegal in China. But the relationship fell apart, and 11 months later came the divorce. The scandal erupted when she allegedly wanted to terminate the pregnancy at 7 months. Since that's illegal in the US, she simply returned to China and abandoned everything. Meanwhile, her ex-husband cared for the babies while facing false accusations of running away with debt. To defend himself, he released birth certificates, photos of the kids, and exposed that she refused to allow the children to return to China. To make things worse, an audio recording leaked in which the actress's parents allegedly suggested abandoning the babies. The case shocked all of China. International brands dropped her, posts with her image were deleted, and even her own fans turned their backs on her. The Chinese government acted quickly. She was blacklisted and stripped of her awards. Soon after, even more serious accusations came: fraud and tax evasion. The result? A fine equivalent to 41 milhões de reais. Even after all that, she never expressed remorse for abandoning the children. Only tried to defend herself by saying she didn't break any laws. Just 3 days after the scandal, she lost everything: awards, deals, reputation, and career. Although there are still fans hoping for a comeback, honestly, it seems impossible. China's laws are strict, and with so many scandals, from surrogacy to tax fraud, she has been completely erased from the media. Today, no production company wants, or is even allowed, to associate with her name. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on all these stories. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one.